Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Freak Show. This will be episode 2. Obviously, I didn't have time to watch the first 2 in the same kind of session. I only had time to watch 1. But I found some time now. It's 6:30 in the evening. So it's okay. It's dark outside, but it's not too late to, raise my voice and that. As far as the recap goes, basically, and forgive me if I've already forgotten some names, because I kind of have, to be honest. But so it started off with some milkman noticing that there was still old bottles of milk that he'd delivered from previous days, I assume. So he went inside to check on the owners, and he came across a woman on the floor with her throat slit, I think. And then he went to the closet and he found something, but he didn't know what. But the thing that he found was taken to a hospital, and it turned out to be Sarah Paulson having 2 heads, but it's not like the same head, same personality. It's like it's literally 2 different people but into one body. But they can think. Whenever they think, the other one can hear it, which is quite a good trait to have. It's kind of sick, because if you're ever being questioned and you both want to cover up the story, you could just think whilst being questioned or something, and come up with an idea. Do you know what? Oh, they never went to school, did they? If they ever did go to school, that'd have been quite cool, because at exams, they were probably both taking the same exam or something. Oh no, there's only one, isn't it? There's only one. Unless one controls the right hand, the other controls the left hand, and they're both doing separate exams. But if one of them's stuck on the question, the other one can help out thinking, and vice versa. If the one that helped out gets stuck later on, the other one might know the answer to it. Do you know what I mean? You could pass with flying colours, but man, think of all the jobs that they could really do well in. It's ultimately it's like 2 brains in one body. Like, the amount of information you could gather if you had 2 heads. Like being a doctor or something, or a vet. Like, all that knowledge you have. That's sick. I've gone off topic there. But yeah, anyway, Sarah Paulson has 2 heads, and I think Elsa went to see them because I think she owns the Freak Show, because she was asking for another month, because the actual owner of the field that they're staying in was wanting more rent, but they couldn't pay it because they weren't getting enough customers. So that's why Elsa got, I think it's Bet and Dot, the Siamese twins. So Elsa got them in order to get customers in, but on their first night they didn't really get any customers. They got Moira, I don't know her name in this, but Moira was in it with her son. I'd say her son is maybe early 20s, mid 20s. But yeah, there was a bit of friction there. They wanted to buy the twins for 15,000, I think it was, but Elsa was like, nah, they're here to stay. But in the end of the episode, you found out that Elsa only done it for herself. She wanted the audience to come in for the twins but leave in awe of Elsa's singing. And I think that's the main gist. Oh, there's a really weird serial clown killer on the loose. He's got 2 prisoners in his little minivan bus thing that he's keeping them in. And Jimmy actually killed the police officer that came for the twins, because the police officer thinks that the twins actually killed their mother and it wasn't an intruder, which is true. But Jimmy wanted to protect the Freak Show. Or I think he likes them, actually. He might like them, the twins. But then the police officer's body was out in the woods, and then everyone from that Freak Show just brought out some dagger or a machete or a meat slicer, whatever it is, and they just started hacking at this guy's body, and the serial killer clown was in the background studying what they were doing. So the clown could be someone from the Freak Show, it could be just an outsider, or it could just be a random clown on the loose at the same time of this Freak Show story being told. But I don't know, it's too early to give my thoughts properly on it, because I've only watched 1 episode. So yeah, I'm ready to start episode 2. It is called Massacres and Matinees. Matinees. I've not heard of that word before. Matinees. Massacres and Matinees. I don't know.
The town of Jupiter is in the grips of terror for a second week from 4 unsolved murders and a child who remains missing. Schools stand like mausoleums. Their attendance drastically declined as parents keep their children safely home.
Oh, they're gonna blame the freaks. I love this, man. I love like the, I don't know, just like the time period.
I smelled whiskey.
You never mentioned that statement to us. And now he's missing.
Will you arrest us for that too? His disappearance? We're such easy targets, aren't we?
We're not arresting anyone for anything. Yet. We got a stack of murders and a missing cop, though. So expect to get to know us.
Ooh. What did he say this shop was?
Hanley got your coffee?
Hanley. Okay. There's a shop in London called Hamleys with an M, not an N.
Mr. Hanley?
But it is actually a toy shop. The one in London. Whoa, what was that? Nah, there was a head up. There was literally a head to the left on the shelf. It's a good thing I spotted that. Unless it was a fake head, because there's a lot of... Whoa! Fucking hell. Oh, it's blood. Blood path. Looks like where the head was, that trail. No, that's not the clown behind him, is it? It's that one. That's the clown behind him. I recognise that motherfucker. Oh no. Yeah, it's got to be the head, innit? Fuck. Oh shit. What? That was the whole intro. Oh my god. Boom boom. Boom boom. Boom boom.
Hey, look what I found. I don't think it'll
Badge?
burn. Maybe it'll melt.
Nah, destroy it, man. Destroy it anyway. Don't keep it on you. Yeah, don't keep it on you, boy.
Miss Gloria, I have some bad news. I found some of those parts behind the tool shed. There was some fur and teeth, and neighbors been stopping by all day looking for their cat. And people have been disappearing all over town.
Ah.
Dandy had nothing to do with that. He's just bored.
I don't think it's Dandy. I think Dandy's just a little bit too thin for the clown that we've seen anyway. I don't think it's Dandy. Oh.
Please tell me this is a rest stop.
Marie Laveau.
Maybe now I can have a wife, a family, a normal life.
Oh, now let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get you to come first. You
Oh.
want me to use my extra bit of business to get you there?
That's my wife!
Oh shit.
My wife!
Whoa.
3 titties, proper girl parts, and a ding-a-ling. I'm a full-blown hermaphrodite. Put that on your banner.
Literally 3 titties.
Maybe what this place needs is a strong male presence.
What's her plan? Bodyguard? A bodyguard or something? Oh shit, that's the clown. She ain't gonna get killed here. Moira ain't going out in episode 2.
Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Do you do private parties for children?
Oh no. You see a killer clown walking... Well, you don't see a killer clown walking down the road. You see a clown walking down the road. Dirty outfit.
Please, just take a chance on me. You'd be saving my life.
ABBA.
You know what I wouldn't give to have real hands like yours? To be able to touch a girl without scaring her? From where I'm sitting, you got the world on a string. So you go home to your mansion on the hill, and you thank God for all you got. Now scram. I gotta sweep at 10.
Oh no. He's gonna come home to the fucking... a killer clown. He's already pissed off.
Are your eyes closed?
Don't be stupid. Let me in.
It's a clown. Your very own clown. You can do whatever you want with him. I'll leave you two alone.
There's a lot of ways this can go. A nice room though. Very nice room. No TV though.
You stay away from my Jimmy.
Jimmy who?
Shut up! You know what? Life's rough, kid. Especially for a mistake like you. I'm gonna save you a lot of pain.
I never want to see you ever again.
What a piece of shit.
Birds singing in the sycamore tree.
There's a nice voice.
Dream a little dream of
Me. Oh shit, yeah. Okay. Now that could be a problem. Oh no. Whoa. Oh, he's running away. What did he find? He found something. He saw something in the bag though. A head? Well in.
Now we have a chance.
Oh.
Just be ready to run.
Oh no, no. Just keep playing it cool. Play it cool until he goes again, man. You don't want to escape in front of him. Oh, that's from the toy shop. Fuck, you don't know what his intentions are because he doesn't talk. No, don't do anything. Just leave it. No. No. Oh! Oh, nail in the head. Oh! Come on, Daddy.
Are you hurt? God, mister, please, you have to help us. Please, the clown, he's crazy. Oh.
We'll get to the bottom of
It's
this.
my ankle. Wait, no, we have to. No, what are you doing? You can't go back there.
What are you doing?
Clown! Look what I have for you!
No, take me back in there, please.
You'll have to do a much better job of confinement if we're going to have any fun.
No. No.
You fucking sick. Fucking sicko, man. Twisted motherfucker. That's what he meant when he was bored. When he was saying he's bored.
And I need to be redeemed to the one I've sinned against, because he's all I ever knew of love.
Ooh. That shit was sick. I like that. Elsa didn't though. Even though the audience are loving it. Ooh, what's the priorities here, Elsa?
We have reasons to believe he was murdered here. Which one of these tents belongs to Del Toledo?
What?
Oh.
That's one over there.
Turn it upside down.
Wait a minute. What the hell is going on here?
Oh, they put the badge in. Have they put his badge in?
Is this what guilt looks like? Tragic, isn't it? When a plan breaks down.
Where the hell do you think you're going?
In plain sight, mate. Oh no.
It was under his bedroll.
This is Detective Bunch's badge.
Shocked, officer. Shocked.
Well, there's the proof. I knew when I saw that badge first. I knew just to destroy it, man. What's gonna happen with Meep? I swear, Meep. Meep's the same one from Murder House. I'm sure of it, in the basement. What's gonna happen to Meep though, man? Because this was like 1952 or something. Is Meep gonna be... Oh, I don't know. I'm a bit worried for Meep.
So you're the big scary killer. You like to do the little kitties, you sick freak?
No, man, I feel really bad. That sucks, man. That's really pissed me off.
He's not gonna be able to spend the night in jail, Mama. He's not tough. He's just weird.
Vulnerable. Oh. It's not Meep, is it? I guess it is. Okay, man, what an episode that was. So the ending was Meep's body, head covered in blood. I'm sure his head was even open at the top. Was he killed by the inmates or killed by the police? I reckon a bit of both. They didn't care. It was the police that dumped their body off at the freak show. So what's going to happen now is that... So the police and the freak show are on bad terms with each other. So every time the freak show gets like trouble now, are the police gonna help? They're just gonna be like, you killed one of our detectives, like fuck you kind of thing. You guys are on your own. I didn't expect someone to die that quick, like because it was Meep as well. I'm sure Meep was in Murder House. Played. What was his name, man? Montgomery. The kid of Nora and Charles that like got dismembered. I reckon it's gonna unite the freak show a little bit, because they all came round when Jimmy was screaming and crying. So I feel like because they all came out and saw Meep's body at the same time, I don't know, they're just gonna unite. I think they're gonna have each other's backs now, but even more they're gonna be against Dell. But Dell seems to have a way with words. He uses physical violence to get what he wants, emotional abuse. I mean, he said it himself, he's been there for what, 3 days? And he's acting like he is the boss. Like, Elsa told you you can be in charge of security. Doesn't mean you're the boss of the place, my dude. That doesn't mean you're the boss. But I think he wants power, man. Maybe he's power hungry. But he tried to kill Jimmy as a baby because he wouldn't stop crying. I don't know what to think. Episode 2, so I mean, I've got some thoughts, but I don't really want to divulge into them because I might be like way off. But I reckon, I just think Dell and Jimmy are just always going to be at each other. Like, there's always just going to be like friction between those two. And also Elsa was like incredibly envious of how the crowd, the audience loved the singing from Bet and Dot. She even went into their tent. I knew it straight away, man. She's manipulating Dot. Because Dot is more the vulnerable sister, whereas Bet isn't. So if Elsa can get through to Bet, because she's more vulnerable, I don't know, maybe Bet's could go through with it. Elsa's very manipulative, man. She only cares about herself in this. That's all I'm thinking about. Ever since the end of the first episode, when she said, I'm doing it for me, not them. Every decision she's done has literally been for her, still for her. Whether or not Bet does it, I mean, I know she held the knife up and the camera cut there, but I don't know whether she does it or not. I guess we'll find out. But I don't think she could be that easily told what to do. She may have wanted to do it at times, or at a moment, or that moment when she was sleeping was maybe the best time to do it, but I think she's got more morals than that, man. I think she loves her sister, I think. Like, they love each other, but because they're with each other 24/7, obviously they're going to get sick of each other from time to time. Obviously one's going to be better at something else, whilst the other one gets jealous. But I think that's just something Bet has to deal with. Like, I think episode 1, actually, Bet said she reads a lot and Dot doesn't. Like, there we go. There's your kind of talent. I know reading's not a talent, but still, like, I think Bet would be very knowledgeable in areas where Dot wouldn't be. So that would be one of her strengths. But I think I think she's focusing on the cons a little bit, and having Elsa come in saying she wants you, she's always been jealous of you. Like, it's just bullshit. Total bullshit. The clown as well, the clown killer, with the 2 prisoners, the young child and the woman, and then they escaped. I can't believe the clown showed the severed head to them both. Before he showed the severed head, I was like, nah, just play it cool. You cracked off the bit of wood for an escape, so just play it cool, let him leave again, do his thing. But then when he pulled out the severed head, it's like, okay, motherfucker, now you can pick up the plank of wood. And then they escaped, but she ran into Dandy, man. And Dandy was like, oh, are you hurt, girl? We'll get to the bottom of this. Don't worry. And then he just picks her up and says, Clown, oh, look who I got. You need to be a bit more cautious if you want to have fun. So that's what he meant by boredom. He's bored. When he told his mother, I'm bored. The mum thought he needed a clown, but little did she know, she needed a fucking crazy killer clown for Dandy to be like, oh yeah, this is sick. I thought he was going to help out, honestly. When I saw the woman run into him and he was acting all concerned, I honestly thought for a second that he was going to do something right. But he didn't. He wanted to join in, I guess. But what did he see in the bag? He saw something in the bag in the house, at Dandy's house. He was going through the bag, he was emptying it, and then he saw something and his eyes widened, and then he got hit in the back of the head. So what if what he saw in that bag gave him the decision to be like, oh, I'm going to follow this guy. Like, I'm interested in what he's doing. Because he was a bit, like, cautious before. He was like, oh, your silence is very provocative. Come and have a look at my toys. What do you want to play with or something? And then he looked in the bag and he was like, whoa. He was, like, fascinated. So that could have been a turning point for him in wanting to follow him and see what he's doing. What else was there? I think I might have highlighted all the kind of like the key moments, I think, or whatever I can think of now. I think I've mentioned. Whatever I've left out either can't have been that important or I've just forgotten. As far as predictions go, I still don't have any. It's too early. I reckon by like episode 4 or 5, 6, there could be some predictions coming out. But as for now, I'm just understanding the storyline and what's going on, whose kid is what, whose son is what. Jimmy and Ethel, that's mum and son. Like, yeah, I'm trying to just work out all the relationships and stuff. So yeah, I might even leave it there. Thanks guys for watching. If you enjoyed this reaction, you can watch the full reaction over on my Patreon. You can also watch the full reaction to episode 1 of Freak Show on my Patreon. You can also watch the full reactions to season 1 Murder House, season 2 Asylum, and season 3 Coven. Every episode is on my Patreon in full. And if you didn't know, I've got an early access feature on my Patreon where I upload more episodes earlier in advance. So on this occasion, it should be episodes 3 and 4 of Freak Show should be on my Patreon in full. Thanks guys for watching again, and I'll see you for episode 3. Take it easy.